Day 2 breakfast. Today we're making frozen fruit sorbet. You will need frozen fruits, milk and honey. This is a nice fruit sorbet. If you don't have fresh fruits, you can use frozen fruits like I'm doing. So black forest fruits and some blueberries, so cherries, raspberries and stuff. I'm going to just put them in a grinder. Add a teeny bit of milk because we don't want this to be a smoothie. That should be good. And a bit of nice honey on top to give it some flavour. There we are. Gonna put it together and noise. There we are. There we have it, some nice sorbet. There we are, some nice sorbet. Lunchtime. Today we're making a really nice healthy couscous salad. This is one of my favourite lunches and it's really quick and easy to make. Let me show you the ingredients that we have today. Here we have some nice couscous. You can buy that from the shops but in small containers, but we've stored it in a big one. Over here we have some salt, some garlic granules, mixed herbs, olive oil, some walnuts, cucumbers, tomatoes, and here for me I have some jalapenos and olives. You can add any vegetables that you would like, or you can even have it plain. For starters, we have to boil some water. While the water is boiling, I'm going to measure out the couscous. A bowl of this size would be more than enough for one person, but I'm going to do 2 because I'm making it for 2 people. Now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now we're going to add some water. The water should cover all the couscous and a teeny bit on top. Like that. We're going to stir it. As you can see at this point, the water absorbs very quickly. So we're going to add a little bit more. There we are. And then some salt. This much should be enough. Some mixed herbs. And a smaller spoon of garlic granules. If you like the taste of a bit more garlic, add some garlic granules. But we're going to add, oops, that's a bit too much, a small spoon. And we're going to stir it again. So as you can see, all the water that I've poured in is absorbed, so it's really easy to make. Now we're just going to let it set there for about 2 to 5 minutes. We're back. It's been 5 minutes and I've just given it a small stir, and as you can see, the couscous has doubled in size. So I'm just going to split it into the bowls. Okay, so this is my bowl and I like olives and jalapenos in it, so I'm just going to add those. Give it a nice mix. and my couscous is done. But for my dad, he likes some different ingredients. He likes some tomatoes, cucumbers, and walnuts. Mix it all up. And that's done too. Couscous is really quick and easy to make, and of course it is delicious. Welcome back. Today for dinner we're making a signature dish from my grandfather's restaurant called Aubergine Sparkle. This was a pure vegetarian restaurant on Fulham Road in London, and this was a signature dish that no other restaurant had. As we were making aubergine sparkle today, I thought I'd mention a little story that my dad always told me. When he was working with my grandfather in their restaurant Mamta on Fulham Road in London, Gordon Ramsay opened a restaurant nearby, also called Aubergine. If you're watching, Gordon, this one's for you. The main ingredient for this dinner is aubergine or eggplant, and I'm going to show you how my grandfather used to make it. Prepare the aubergines. First wash them and then cut the ends off, like I've done over here. Then we need to cut the aubergines down the middle. Next, you take the half and dice them thinly or thickly, however you want. I'm going to ask my dad to finish off the rest for me. Originally in the restaurant, they used to deep fry these aubergines, but for health reasons, we're going to be grilling them and then shallow frying them. So here, I'm just laying them out over here. For a fact, aubergines are a vegetable that retain the most oil when deep fried. Now I'm going to put my first batch into the grill. Now I'm going to add some oil and shallow fry the aubergines. That should be enough. So now we're going to lay them out. They're starting. See, the olive oil is already soaked up by the aubergines, and you can add a bit more on top if you'd like. Now I'm going to flip them over so they're evenly cooked on both sides. This process will take about 5 to 10 minutes. As you can see, the aubergines are now done, so I'm going to take them off the pan and prepare the ingredients for the sauce. Here are the ingredients for the sauce. Now that the aubergines are done, we're going to start on the sauce. First, we're going to add the chilies to your taste, if you would like them or not. And then garlic to your taste, and ginger to your taste. Into the crusher it goes. Now it's done. Now I'm going to start making the sauce. First we need some oil. It's good. First we have to add some turmeric. And then some tomato puree. About now we have to add the onions over here and mix them all up. So now we're just waiting and we're frying the onions on high heat until it's nice and brown. I have used olive oil with this, but you can use whatever oil. And moving on now, we're going to add the garlic, chili and ginger paste. There we are. And mix that up. Adding a bit of salt, but you can add it to taste. This should be good. And yet again, we're mixing it around. In our Indian household, we normally add 1 teaspoon of coriander powder, and another teaspoon of cumin powder. Keep mixing it so the herbs don't get stuck. Now, as you can see, our sauce is ready, and I'm going to add the aubergine into it. Just remember, this is for 10 people, so you can add or subtract the amount that I'm using. So now fold in the aubergine into the sauce and make sure it's on a low heat. Just flip the wok like that and just shake it around to mix it up. And put on the lid for 5 minutes now and just let it remain like that. Our aubergine sparkle is now ready. So you can garnish it with yogurt with a little bit of salt and some cumin powder. Delicious. Use this yogurt to garnish the aubergine like restaurant. Restaurant style aubergine sparkle is ready. This signature dish is absolutely delicious, and I doubt you could find it anywhere. You really must give it a go.